Hi, everybody. Today is Monday, August 4th. I have been in Wichita for 2 days. I got here Saturday, the 2nd. My plane got in about 1:30, and I came, settled into the hotel. Then I went to the grocery store. I found this amazing grocery store. It's called Green Acres, and Green Acres Fresh Market, maybe? Anyway, Green Acres something, and it's just the most amazing natural food store. The best part is they have a deli where, like, say Festival Foods has a deli where they make potato salads or baked beans that you can buy from their recipe or whatever, and lunch meats and things like that. So that's the kind of deli it is, but it had not salads as in like a vegetable salad, but salads like potato salad, only they had all healthy ingredients like quinoa salads and chicken salads made with Vegenaise instead of mayonnaise or Miracle Whip, and vegan lasagna, which was also gluten-free, I think. I hope it was, because I got it thinking that it was, because I don't eat wheat products, or at least don't eat things with gluten, because sometimes they'll like take the gluten out of the wheat or something. Anyway, so they had all this really cool stuff. Quinoa croquettes were my favorite thing. I don't know what a croquette is. Don't know what makes it a croquette, but whatever it was, it is delicious. So anyway, got awesome foods from there, and just all varieties of normal things I get that I needed. So that was really cool. And then, so that was my Saturday, just getting in and getting settled. And Sunday I went to Walmart to pick up a few things, and then I went back to Green Acres because I still needed a few groceries, and I hadn't found them at Walmart, and I hadn't had enough time in Green Acres on Saturday because I was bound by the shuttle driver. And the first day, I wasn't sure how this all worked, and so I had asked her to take me, and then she said she would just wait, and so she was waiting in the parking lot, and I didn't want to take a super long time, so I hadn't had enough time in Green Acres, and I wanted to go back there. Yeah, it is Green Acres Market. As I was saying that, I was like, is that right? Because there's that old comedy called Green Acres. And, well, anyway, it's Green Acres Market. I have a bag over there that I looked at. That's why I looked that way to check. So, anyway, yes, so then Sunday, more, just running errands and settling in, and took a swim in the pool. They have this really beautiful pool. I don't know anything about pools, so I don't know what you would call it, but it's decorated really nice, and it does not smell like chlorine strongly enough that I could smell it until I was in it, and even then I could hardly smell it, so that was good because I really don't like all the chemicals and stuff that are in most pools, and when they're overwhelmingly strong in their smell, it's just a lot to take in. So that was my first 2 days. Then I relaxed and was just trying to, I was so tired. Actually, I had to stop taking all of my supplements and anything to help me sleep Saturday morning. So you have to do it 48 hours before your first test at the Hansa Center. You have to stop all remedies. And, but actually ended up not really affecting my sleep that much. For me, I slept pretty well those 2 nights. Certainly didn't sleep well, as in, the way a person should sleep, but for me it was actually pretty good. So, especially considering I didn't take anything to help me sleep. So actually I was really glad about that, because that was unexpected. Although it made me wonder how much of my sleep problems at home are related to the stress of being afraid that I'm not going to sleep, because on a night when I know I don't have to get up the next morning, it's not usually I shouldn't say that. It's often not as much of a problem for me to get to sleep when I know I have nothing the next day. If I know I have something to do the next day, the earlier that thing is, the more difficult it is for me to get to sleep. So anyway, and it's not like I haven't thought about this before, that there's certainly a large chance that much of my difficulty sleeping is now mental. It certainly didn't start out mental, but I think it's all physically bad enough between hormone issues and thyroid and pituitary and all that stuff. It's bad enough physically, but I think it's very aggravated by the mental stress of long-term insomnia problems and pain and everything that's on top of that, and feeling like I have to manage all this sickness and stuff. So anyway, I slept decently. Was the whole point of that. And then, but this morning, okay, so finally I'm starting at the Hansa Center, and I would say I've been excited to do this since I scheduled it, which was only 2 weeks ago tomorrow is when I actually scheduled the time to come here. And that's a long story. I'm not going to go into right now how that all happened. But so the just under 2 weeks though of preparation were really busy. And so even though I was excited, it was more about like focusing on what needed to get done to A, come here, and B, be gone from home. This, two separate issues. And it was a lot because I'm going to be gone for 2 weeks, and that's a long time to be gone from home. People are depending on you and are accustomed to having you around and might not know certain things that you just do all the time. So anyway, it was a lot, but it was fine, and it was all good. And even this weekend, I was just so tired and trying to relax to be prepared for this. I have to say, I was kind of one of my goals was to be, super spiritual and pray a lot and worship the Lord and all of that. And that's all good stuff. I didn't say that stuff the way with that tone and face to make fun of it, because that's all really important to me. But I don't know if the truth is I'm exhausted, and I don't know if it's the physical exhaustion so much as the mental exhaustion and the emotional exhaustion that often prevents me from putting in the effort to do the praying and the worshiping and all the stuff that I really do want to do. So I had hoped to do a lot of that this weekend, and I didn't. I did some, but certainly not the degree to which I had hoped I would. But today, and I'll get more to today's specifics in a little bit, but today when I was going through some of the therapies, I just was realizing how mentally exhausted I really am, and that even on the days of my best intentions of praying and stuff, when I sit down to do it, I don't even have anything to say. My mind just is so foggy, and often really, it's never totally blank, but it's sort of like a long-term experience of being on autopilot. Like when I was in college, for example, and you have so many things you have to get done when you're at certain periods of time during the school year, and you just do the stuff, and you maybe don't do everything. This was my experience anyway. I didn't always do everything the way I would have liked to do it if I could give every single task all of my attention and pour everything that I want to pour into it. But I got everything done. So I didn't get it done to what I would like, to the standards I would have liked to have gotten it done, but I got it done. And so that's sort of what it's been like for several years now for me, and everything is just this, my mind is I'm tired all the time, my mind is foggy, and my heart is, it's not dead, it's not sleeping, it's not like I don't feel things, it's not even like I'm bitter or angry, I'm just exhausted. It's just, in every way, there's nothing in me except get through this day, get through this task, get through this, get through that. So anyway, all that to say, I didn't do what I wanted to do this weekend, but maybe I did all that I could do. So this is going to be my video diary, I guess you could call it, of my time here at the Hansa Center, but I am going to stop every 10 minutes or so that I can make smaller recordings instead of one large recording, because I'm also not going to attempt to be concise. This is a really important thing that's happening, and I want to say everything that I feel like I want to say in just kind of processing what's going on here. So I'm at about 10 minutes right now. I'm going to stop. This is part one of, well, this is part one of technically day 3, but it's all the information for days 1 through 3, because 1 and 2 were just getting in and getting settled. So, okay, pause and come back to part 2 and add a different link.